do most AI videos look fake? Because they don't know how to sparkle like this. This isn't just a style, it's a formula, a system, a master prompt for surreal luxury photography, all built inside ChatGPT. Let's break it down. You start with a still image, your object, your vision, your aesthetic. You tell GPT exactly what you want. Crystal-covered surfaces, brutal flash from the front, 1080 by 1350 crop, sharp, punchy, vertical. Materials come next. Skin, plastic, metal, fur, and now crystals. But you can't just say shiny. You describe them. Thousands of tiny reflective stones, irregular sparkle bursts, mirror-like reflections with spectral flares. If you don't feed the AI precision, you get glitter garbage. Then we talk flaws. You want analog grit, lens dust, bloom, scratch marks, because perfection is boring. The more broken it feels, the more real it looks. Now here's the twist. Once you've nailed that single look, you can feed that image into Sora or Kling and create a video in motion. Same materials, same light, same surreal vibe, now animated. But only if your prompt structure holds. Every crystal, every sparkle, every shadow, they all come from that first prompt. The better your image, the better your video. You want something that actually works? You know where to look. Most AI architecture looks like a cheap render. This feels like you could walk into it. This is how I build it. It starts with a sketch, a rough frame, not even detailed. Then comes the prompt. First rule, you don't just say modern house. You design the light, golden hour, overcast, harsh midday. You define surfaces, raw concrete, oxidized metal, rough wood, reflective glass. Texture is what sells the space, not the walls. Perspective matters too. Low angles for power, wide shots for atmosphere, tight frames for intimacy. And the imperfections? Dust on the floor, scratches on steel, tiny light leaks, because sterile renders kill emotion. This isn't just about realism, it's about making architecture feel like memory. This isn't food photography, they're portraits of chaos. And yeah, all of this is AI. I work a lot with high flash photography and AI, not because it's clean, but because it's honest. Flash shows everything. Pores, grease, motion blur, crumbs, grain, smoke. You can't hide inside that kind of light. The prompt you saw earlier, fries, turquoise eyeshadow, hard shadows, that's just one version, one setup. I use the same structure for dozens of other scenes. People eating, dancing, running, sweating, but always styled, always messy, always full of life. The trick isn't just to describe the scene, it's to describe the light, where it hits, what it reveals, and what it shouldn't clean up. This is about building emotion through dirt, color, and exaggeration, and making the image feel like it happened even if it didn't. It looks like a 10K camera setup. It's not. It's just one really dirty prompt. Black and white only hits when it feels like it shouldn't be allowed. I'm talking burned shadows, blown out highlights, and more grain than a VHS from 1987. I built this prompt system for motion-heavy scenes, motocross, skating, surfers mid-wipeout, that kind of chaos where the subject isn't standing still. Then I push it further. Lens flares, smoke trails, wind blur, sometimes even fake sweat on a fake face. It's not just about removing color, it's about making you feel something. And yeah, everything's in the prompt. Angle, exposure, grain weight, flash intensity, how much haze wraps around the body. Because this isn't fake photography, it's synthetic nostalgia, and it sells. Someone hired me to create visuals for their running brand, but we didn't show the product once, because that's not what makes people stop scrolling. What works is the feeling. So I built a set of AI prompts that focus on momentum, tension, motion. We're talking sprinting at golden hour, groups cutting through city streets, track fields with heat shimmer, and that quiet park corner at sunrise. Everything's in motion. You feel the weight of the step, the blur of the background, the grain of the street. These aren't product shots, they're visual energy. And the brand lives inside that. No logos in your face, no polished hero shots, just story and sweat. Still booking studios for product ads? You're either loaded or stuck in 2021. Let me show you how it works now. You take a clean photo of your product, phone shot, well lit, done. Then you upload it into ChatGPT along with the visual reference of the ad style you want. Think luxury hotel bathroom, desert road, night market in Tokyo, whatever fits your brand. You say, replace the product in this scene. And just like that, you've got your ad. But don't stop there. I generate 5, sometimes 10 variations. Different scenes, moods, colors. Why? Because the market doesn't care how long your one ad took. It cares what works. And here's the final trick. You tell ChatGPT to make it look raw, like straight out of camera. Then you apply the custom LUT I showed in the last video. And boom, it feels real. Like you shot it for 10,000 euros. Why is the grass always greener on the other side? Because it's fake. It's AI. Let's talk about LUTs. You don't need to pay for presets anymore. You just need ChatGPT. Here's what I do. Step 1. Pick a vibe. Could be a movie. Could be a photographer. Wes Anderson. Petra Collins. Your favorite dusty streetwear brand. Then I grab a few reference shots, drop them into ChatGPT, and ask it to generate the color grading settings for Lightroom Mobile. It gives me the full breakdown. Hue, saturation, contrast, split toning, shadows, curves, the whole thing. I take those values, enter them manually in Lightroom Mobile, save it as a preset, and now I can drop that exact vibe onto my own photos in one tap. Want your own film look? You don't need a Leica, you need ChatGPT in 3 minutes of your time. Yes, the cow in the intro uses my LUT. No, you can't milk her for it. Why do most AI photos look like AI? Because the prompts suck. Here's what makes this one different. This is what I call a master prompt. It's not just a style, it's a system. Once you've got this dialed in, you can generate 50 completely different subjects and they'll all feel like one brand. So here's how it breaks down. We start with the camera logic. Vertical flash photo in 1080 by 1350. And that harsh direct flash. It's what gives the look that raw, high contrast edge. Then comes perspective control. Frontal, diagonal, low angle. You tell it how the camera sees, not just what it sees. Surfaces are key. I always call out specific materials. Skin, plastic, fabric, fur. Why? Because AI sucks at texture unless you force it. Then the imperfections. Lens, scratches, floating dust, analog grain. That's what makes it feel real. Like someone actually shot this on a weird old camera at 3 AM. And yeah, the weird stuff. The candy rings, the floaties, the strange expressions. Those aren't random. They're recurring motifs. They build recognizability. That's how you go from random images to a visual language. This branding, the pictures, the illustrations, the micrographics, all AI, every single frame. I fed ChatGPT a mix of style refs, isometric icons, and flowchart elements, then gave it my prompt. Want the same look? Grab 6 to 9 images, charts, UI icons, editorial illustrations, upload them, then prompt it like create in the style of, and boom, your own micrographic system in seconds. You might scroll past, but I've been watching this on loop for hours. This is not a scan, no photocopier, no vintage print, not even Photoshop, just one image and a quick style prompt in ChatGPT. It gave me this ink bleed, halftone raw look already cut out. I added some type in Figma and called it a poster. Took minutes, not hours, and I kinda wanna print it just to mess with people. This isn't real, it's engineered. Every second you're watching was made in Sora with a single prompt, but it's not random. The reason this looks cinematic is because the prompt was written like a scene. Lighting, pacing, camera movement, atmosphere. Prompting isn't just typing random words, it's design. And right now that's the most underrated skill in the whole creative industry. Commented, you just ripped the micrographics. Nah bro, I repurposed it with passion. Here's what really happened. I found 6 to 8 great micrographics, threw them into ChatGPT, told it, find the visual language and turn it into a prompt I can reuse. Then I used that prompt, added my own structure, and made something new. Looks familiar, maybe, but feels different. And that's the point. Call it theft, I call it training data. Prompts are killing your work. You want it cinematic, but you keep writing like you're ordering from IKEA. Here's how to fix that. Say what the model's doing, like mid-leap or lunging up rock. Action adds realism. Pick a wild angle, steep fisheye flash or low angle 90s camcorder. Add imperfection, lens scratches, motion blur trails, overexposed bloom. Make the image dirty, loud, and slightly broken. That's how it feels real. Perfect is boring. Mid is safe. Think your prompt's fire? Drop it. Everyone's testing AI. But the ones who build a style? They're building brands. Random visuals don't get remembered. Consistency does. I went for high grain, stretched light, soft, surreal shadows. Fashion meets glitch, kinda dreamy but sharp. Once the style is solid, you can create anything inside that universe. Portraits, campaign shots, product art. And yeah, if you want to turn it into merch, just upload your logo right into ChatGPT. Ask it to apply the style and place the branding in the scene. You get a fully lit, branded image with the look already embedded. Takes 30 seconds. Me? I made a little shop, just for fun. Threw some of the pieces on tees and posters. You can do anything with it. Campaigns, collabs, drops. I would have paid 8K for this music video style in 2019. Now, I did it with ChatGPT, Sora, and one filthy prompt. Let me break it down, because the workflow matters more than the tool. Step 1. I don't start in Sora or Runway. I go into ChatGPT. I describe the exact look I want. Gritty fisheye, dusty light, motion blur, disposable flash, like a bootleg skate ad from the future. GPT spits out a reference image. If it slaps, I lock it in. Step 2. I feed that image back in and ask, break down everything. Camera lens, angle, motion, energy. Turn it into a cinematic prompt. That becomes my clean prompt. Step 3. I throw that into Sora or Runway. And the result? A whole ass sequence. Same look, same rhythm. Feels like I hired a DOP, editor, and stylist. But really I just typed like I knew what I was doing. And yeah, most people don't even get past step 1. Prompting is designed no matter what you say.